Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another One Piece manga review. We're here reviewing chapter 1106 on your side. And let me tell you, let me set a disclaimer ahead of time. This episode may be loud. This episode may be vitriolic. This episode may be heated. This episode may target some of your favorite characters. Just know at the end of the day, we are all friends and we love you, our viewer. Don't think we coming at you personally if we're attacking characters. We're just talking about our opinions of this. Disclaimer now.
Some of y'all don't read.
Before you can't say that, bro. You can't say.
Hey, they know
that was a shot.
Some of y'all don't even read. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
All right. But let me introduce. We got Jazz. We got Versen. Oh, man. Just real quick, before we get started, I have to just Monkey D. Dragon. You've let me down. Not only me, you've let the community down. You let the people down. How can I defend you? How can I defend you going forward? You were supposed to be the one to be here, not only to protect your son, not only to protect Kuma, not only to save your friend Vegapunk, but you had a perfect opportunity to take out a Gorosei. Revolutionary Army 1, World Government 0. You had a perfect opportunity to get the smartest man on your team for him to make your army, but you said, no, I'm going to sit on my ass and call about the kingdom and look at some fucking papers like a jabroni. This is just asinine. You're not Che Guevara. You're not Saddam Hussein. You know who you are? You're a cock-munching punk. You're a cock dragon, and it sucks. Wait, sucks, brother.
Wait, hold on, Lynn.
What's up?
Lynn. Were you pro him when he said he wasn't Saddam Hussein? Or were you
No. I was saying about Che Guevara. That's the part I said first.
That's not the same person.
I know, but I'm talking like early Saddam. I'm not talking late Saddam. I'm talking super early Saddam. But you're right. I should have clarified. I should probably just stop the Che Guevara. All right, let me get back into it.
You could have went with Castro. Anyway, all right.
Castro would have been better. You're right.
I like where your head's at. Keep it going.
But
keep it up.
You said that you are here to make a change, yet you do nothing but stand by and watch while this brother, this brother is out here working. That man face down on the Gorosei and in with that fucking demon magic, and he made it out alive. Yet you are scared of some God Knights. Yet you don't want to leave your island. Your son out here killing Kaido and Big Mom, and you on your ass. What are you doing? Luffy has done more for the people of this world in terms of a revolutionary than your ass has, Dragon. You know who you are, Dragon? You're Joe Biden. You tell us all these promises. You tell us you're going to cut student debt. You tell us you're going to get better health care. You tell us you're going to do all this shit. And you don't do nothing, and you expect for us to vote for your ass again just because we don't like Donald Trump, a.k.a. the World Cup. That's some bullshit, Dragon. I might vote third party and go with Luffy this time, motherfucker. This is craziness. Now, tempers are done. I've let out my piece. I just had to get that out there, man. It was just, it's too many times he's let us down. Let the fandom down.
I honestly think third party would be like somebody like Vivi or Momonosuke at this point.
No, I'm going radical, Luffy. Radical.
Momonosuke are both by definition royalists. So.
I'm going Luffy. We're going radical. But how you fellas doing? Welcome into the episode. If y'all want to talk Dragon real quick first, go ahead. If y'all want to respond to anything I said, if y'all have your own thoughts, go ahead.
You know what? The only thing I will say, if he doesn't show up in this arc at all,
Joe Biden.
Damn. The Kuma flashback makes you look bad, and the fact that Vegapunk called you at this,
friend, Vegapunk.
Like, so even if you didn't know where Kuma was at,
You should
why
go
didn't you
save
at
your
least
friend.
come to like show up?
Yeah, and then the thing is, you said
like-
you don't want another O'Hara. We're about to get a Buster call right now.
The thing is, though,
he might not know about
remember-
the Buster call. That's fair. He might not know about that shit.
Well, I mean, they should also have like more government like stuff tapped.
Yeah, they should.
Right.
Yeah, facts. But like Jazz said, the worst case scenario, Vegapunk's about to die at the hands of. I'm pretty sure Vegapunk told him Saturn and Chizuru, huh?
No, he just told him at the beginning. He was like,
"Yeah, it was back. It was back. It was back whenever
okay.
we were thinking the whodunit was going to be the kill, or maybe CP0 coming in.
Gotcha. But yeah, like worst case scenario, your friend's about to die. So like, what you doing, brother?
But then it's in the newspaper, like, well, like the people at the end of this chapter said. So
yeah.
So
I will just say, Lynn, I'm glad that I see you are lively. I'm glad to see you're alive. Me and Jazz were really worried about you wandering the streets, rambling.
Because I didn't respond to
your Nicki Minaj type shit. We were really worried for you. We were really worried that you were worried about Dragon's feet.
I did not respond to these fellows. I refused. They were Versen does not read the spoilers. He knows I read the spoilers every week. This man personally messaged me and asked me when early spoilers drop, you check out the spoilers. I'm sitting here like, yes, but I'm not responding because I know what you want to talk about. You want to talk about Dragon.
Lynn, for the record, I wasn't even necessarily trying to hoe you, man. I was just honestly kind of curious.
And then Jazz was out there like, look, this nigga trash.
Hey, look,
so
I'm all for a headline.
So for me, yeah, unfortunately, this is not fake news. It is in the chapter directly in front of us.
Real.
So for me about Dragon is I like roasting characters you like, Lynn, but that's because that's part of what this podcast is. That's part of the kayfabe.
Sure.
I like Dragon a lot. I think Shanks is fine. I think Shanks has a couple things that are like interesting to note. And just like Dragon, like you like two characters who are end game material, who you've waited a long time to see do stuff because they can't do anything before that. Really.
Facts.
But the fact of the matter is, we are in the end game. This is the final saga. If they're gonna make moves, it's time to make moves.
And one of them is. We'll get to it. One of them is.
But
hey, look, I mean, it could be worse. You could stand Tashigi, so I mean, it could.
Or I could be a kid stand, which is terrible. Like I'm glad when I went supernovas, I chose Law over all the other ones. My Law stocks are still high, even though he lost.
Imagine that
Blackbeard. My man's still alive.
Interestingly enough, the kid figure is in front of the Law figure.
Well, that's because the kid figure is smaller. The Law figure is bigger, and you can hide him. You can see the Law figure like plain as day. So, like I don't know. It just fits the aesthetic better for short ass kid to be next. Law's about to cut his head off. That's why Law. You see, he's about to slice him off.
You know, it's crazy. Imagine the one dude when Sabaody came out and he was like, you know what?
I'm choosing Kid.
Bonnie. I'm putting stocks in Bonnie. She's gonna be one of those ones. That person is cashing out.
Hey,
after this
I was gonna say, yeah, that's an early investment. That's
I was like, what?
Look,
the Bonnie stocks. It's okay. Like you made some money.
5 cents. You put in 5 cents, boy. You done came up 50,000 this chapter.
You made some money. Like you're more excited about her army. But like you made some money. I would say the stocks, if you were in Sabaody and you placed stocks, highest money was on Law. Like if you place money on Law, you got a good investment back. If you place money on Kid, you took L's. Of course, Luffy.
Well, it depends. Did you get out after Wano? Because if you
did you get out before Wano? Like the thing is, like when he got captured by Kaido, like when did you get out? These stocks have been fucked up.
But that was a dip. But then you got Big Mom's head on a plate with Law.
Sure. It went back up. It went back
whenever
up.
Whenever the Kid Law merger happened, that brought up Kid's bad stock to at least passable. And also it made Law kind of suspect because that's a weird decision to kill that man.
It was. But Law, you still cashed out, and your Law stocks are still okay, even post what's going on. But the Kid stocks, bad. If you bought stocks on Bonnie, I think you did okay. If you bought, I think if you bought stocks on Bonnie and Beige, you got the same results. Because I think Beige stocks did well.
Dude, now that I think about it, basically Laws like lost his company, but he himself did not go to prison.
Facts.
Whereas
him and his partner, they still out there doing it.
Dude, they got like a RICO charge out on Kid and everyone who associated with him. So I'd be
Facts.
careful about that.
They gone. They out of there. But yeah, Beige did well. Like if you had a Rouge stocks, terrible.
Yeah, dude,
I don't
Arouge is
know.
off. No, Arouge is off the
No.
marketplace. All right,
Don't count my boy.
he's not even in the S&P like 100.
No,
He's in,
Jazz
like,
got them.
5,000.
Jazz got them penny stocks. Jazz got them Arouge penny
You gotta
stocks.
understand, Arouge. Every time we see him, he be smiling.
Yeah, every time we see him, the 2 times we've seen him.
Look, that's enough for me.
Jazz got them. Jazz got them Arouge penny stocks, baby. It's
Hey,
okay.
I don't want to hear it. It's too late to buy Arouge stocks now.
It is. I'm not in that. My ex Drake stock. I got out.
Fine.
I got out of ex Drake at the right time. So,
dude, my Kuma
God.
stocks, however, fucking strong.
Yeah, they are. They are. So,
oh my God, Basil Hawkins stocks, boy, y'all niggas.
Hawkins, Apu, all you niggas who bought stock in them guys, you're done. You're toast, son.
You can't even buy a fucking cow and get off the fucking grid on a Basil stock right now.
Jeez, man.
Bro, you can't even buy a Polar Pop with that much.
Bro, you can't. No, bro, you can't get any stock for that nigga. He's in the ground.
Dude, I think we're kind of reaching like the amount that we actually have the stock market, but man, if we were like trying to make this like a bit, who do you guys have shorts on right now? Like, who are you betting against right now to not do anything of note? Because I'm not gonna lie, Dragon's a hot commodity on the
I'm not
chapters.
buying. See, okay, so even though that stock is hot right now, I'm not buying it because I know he gonna do something. It's just
I agree.
I'm gonna keep my stock until he does something in the hopes that what he does is so good that I get a return on my $1 million investment, baby.
Also, the fact that what he does is so good that it makes up for him acting like that in the
facts. That's what I'm saying. Like he has to give us such a good thing, a good feat, that the return is getting us instant millions, baby. This is Facebook.
I agree. But that's why if you're shorting, it has to be like he's not going to do anything in such and such.
Oh, see, yeah, no, I wouldn't do it.
You can't short forever because he will eventually do something.
I got long-term stock in him.
Yeah, let me ask you guys a question. Let's just talk about Egghead arc. Because me and Josh are talking about it, I think everyone's talking about it. What can he do in this arc with the amount of time we have? Because man, these last 2 chapters.
Oh, what can Dragon do?
We have no clue how long Egghead's gonna last. It could be 5 chapters. It could be 10. Maybe even I don't know. So
I got something that he could do. So even if, like, let's say Dory and Brogy, all of this is happening, Luffy and them escape. Let's say the escaping is happening and Dragon gets there at the escape. He sees Vegapunk as the pass by. But if Saturn is still alive and his goal is to kill Saturn and he does it, that's a W for me. Like, that's a W for me. Like, yeah, you didn't save your kid, but as a revolutionary, you took out a Gorosei, you progressed, you literally, if Sabo said we're at war, you confirmed it. And now it's like we're here.
Do either of you honestly think that a Gorosei is gonna die this chapter?
Ooh,
well, not this chapter, but this arc. Because look, and I'm saying this not from a power scaling thing. I've never bought, as you guys know, that Gorosei are like the cream of the crop ever. I don't believe it. I do think that they're formidable, but I just don't think narratively it feels like all 5 have to be during the final war or whatever, right?
So my thought is, I view it, and I'll let you go after this, Jazz. My thought is, I view this the parallels to Enel and the parallels to Doflamingo, and how Emu is the Doflamingo and Inaru parallel Emu, and Doflamingo's gang, Inaru's gang, and the Gorosei are all, parallels of each other. And in both arcs, in Inaru's arc and Doflamingo's arc, we see one of their crew initiate some early contact. It was fucking Virgo with Doflamingo, and it was the big round ball man with the red hair for Inaru. And both of those people died before the crew interacted with the main group. I consider Saturn this Virgo. So that's where I'm at with, like, I think narratively, as the parallels of that, I think it makes sense, but it's just like, man, as it unfolds, I don't know who's gonna do it. That's why it's like, That's why I thought Dragon was coming, because I thought he would be the, because I don't think Luffy's doing it. I don't think Dory and Brogy are doing it. Now, if you tell me, old Blackbeard's trying to steal a devil fruit, his crew, is trying to steal Saturn's devil fruit and they kill him, maybe. But like, if it's not Dragon, I don't know who it's gonna be. That's where I'm kind of. It's weird. It's weird right now. I think he should die. I just don't know if the person who should kill him is there right now. Oh, well, the robot. If the robot kills him, I can get down with that.
Finally moving.
Yeah, I can get down with the robot
killing him.
Get
in a proper chapter in a minute. But let me say, and then I'll hand it. My only rebuttal to that is, I get that, but you don't even remember those fuckers' names.
Virgo.
Well, I mean Virgo, whatever. But like, they were never had a drop as big of a deal as like a Gorosei, who we've seen literally this entire time. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think any singular one of them is built like that. And I certainly don't think if they were going to get done like that, like Jay Garcia Saturn Rev got and all this backstory, it probably would have been like Sanji's grandfather or whatever looking one. Or whoever.
But see, maybe it's because it's with Kuma in this this segment is ending, like it had to be him, because if we're gonna introduce Kuma, Kuma's story's done now at this point. Well, it's done at Egghead potentially. I don't know if he's gonna live. We'll see. But I don't know, man. I'm just thinking, if we want to kick off this final arc, kill one of them dudes and let's rank this up. Jazz, where you at with it?
Me personally, I feel like the only way for Dragon himself to redeem it. Now, the Gorosei regeneration thing is a problem, and at this point in time, I don't know how they would get past that. There's obviously going to be like a Achilles heel that's going to be introduced to, like, that's the weakness. I just don't know what that is right now.
Hockey? Maybe? Question mark?
Maybe.
Strong enough hockey?
Some Sea Stone shit that Vegapunk made. Who knows?
Possible.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a combination of everything. But instead of Dragon killing a Gorosei, right? A statement needs to be made from the Revolutionary Army regardless, because what they did in Mary Joie, like, it was good, but like, I feel like they still need something more, like on a scale to where like the whole world is behind the Revolutionary Army, because at the end of the day, the Straw Hats aren't the Straw Hats are kind of bringing freedom, but it's like indirectly. They're just kind of going on their journey.
Yeah, they're just doing their adventure.
This is not their goal, right?
That's the Rev's goal.
So I feel like it would be a cool parallel to the revolution will not be televised if, say, somebody with a video transponder snail is getting a recording of everything going on, and they see Dragon, like, fighting a Gorosei. Somebody's in the back like, oh, that's Saint Saturn, and it's like everybody in the world knows who the Gorosei are. So it's like, what better way to be like, this is how this shit starts, showing the demonic form of the Gorosei and showing the leader.
I wouldn't be mad at that either.
Of like the revolutionaries.
We also can't forget that Big News Morgans is going.
Is in the area. He's on his way. Facts.
Like that, and then we have Vegapunk's like brain thing.
That too.
It's supposed to be able to teleport images and whatever,
and show everybody the truth.
It would also be good for us to know whether or not, like, just seeing a Gorosei and not having a certain level of hockey or whatever is what causes you to freeze up like that, or if it's
being in the presence,
or if it's area of effect, or like a trick where it's almost like Doflamingo Bar 2, where it's like it's spiderweb. It's not actually an intimidation. It's
it's like some strings, or something, something,
micro.
Facts.
Right.
Facts. All right, yeah, I think this was a good. Oh, go ahead.
I didn't actually give my take, so and I'll make mine quick. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna like it, but the most likely thing I think is gonna happen is I think Dragon is gonna be like a vulture. And I don't say that to be mean. I just think that it makes the most logical sense. I think by the time Dragon gets here, like you said, either Luffy and the crew will be on their way out and he might help. He'll maybe put a little wind in their sails or do whatever. But I think he's going to pick up Vegapunk, who may or may not somehow live, or a Vegapunk, if not the Vegapunk, but one of them. That way we can, get some of that going. But I don't know. I don't think Dragon is going to kill a Gorosei here. I think he would be here by now. I think it also depends on how long Egghead arc is, because literally every chapter makes me think this could end in 2 chapters or this could end in 10. I have no clue where we are right now and like the level of it. I think in some ways Oda decided he really likes what he's doing and he's kind of stretching her a little bit. I have no clue. I will say this. all kayfabe aside, all jokes aside, I really like the revolutionaries. I think Dragon's okay. I don't center him that hard for the whole dad thing because it's not a big part of Luffy's thing, and Luffy's not mad about it. But it is a fun joke to get off. But at the same time, if your entire goal is the revolutionary thing and you keep bringing it up and whatever, yeah, I really don't know how this benefits the revolution. And granted, Oda's done everything he can to make it show that outside of some weird devil fruit powers, Dragon showing up is a long shot, you know? So there's that. But it's so perfect for the revolutionaries to step in. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do, and I don't know if they show up now. I don't know where they can show up until the final war, because the only other islands we have, Elbath is obviously for sure. That's a good thing with this chapter, which we'll get into. Elbath, hard confirmed for anyone who for some reason doubted. And then we have Raftail, and then we have the end game. And Oda's even said himself, once we find the One Piece, it's going to be kind of like a small denouement. I assume the final war might happen at Raftail, and we have Lodestar. I don't know where the fuck outside of Reverie shit, which is fine. I love Reverie shit, but I don't know where the fuck like Dragon and Luffy, and they're not necessarily going to need a big moment together, but the two storylines have to fucking converge, and I don't see where that's going to happen if not here outside of the final war.
I agree. I agree with that for sure. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Like, so that's why I'm glad I got my red off. But look, one goat's maybe doing some shit, and we'll get into that. But let's get into the chapter, baby. I gotta find me a dub somewhere. Chapter 1106
Still
on
finding
your
it
side.
to this day.
I got it, baby. We got one with this one. So the chapter starts off. We see the ship or some ship approaching Egghead. We then cut to Luffy doing his Gear 5th transformation. We then see the Marines saying Egghead is done for, blah, blah, blah. All the pacifistas are about to shoot. And then Vegapunk puts in the code saying, tell Bonnie, make Bonnie the ultimate controller. Bonnie's now the ultimate controller of all the pacifistas. She says, stop, drop, hold them up, no, stop. Whoa, whoa. This is how Rough Riders roll. And now she got a whole crew of Rough Riders in the pacifistas. She got a crew of her daddy army, and they going ham. They destroying all the Marine ships, everything. And Saturn's like, what the fuck, Vegapunk? Stabs him with his little spiky I guess spider leg.
Foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which you see in Digimon and shit, but do not exist. Anyway,
yeah, that's not a real. That's not a. They don't have like. It's not like a stick. Yeah, it's not like a poker.
Hair.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. So then we see Bonnie screaming. Frankie's like, "Whoa, my man Sanji didn't make it in time to stop that." But we then see Kizaru going to strike Bonnie and some of the other Straw Hats, and then boom, Big Luffy comes, gives him a giant punch, punches Kizaru out of the area. We then see the robot's heart start to awaken. Not his heart. The robot start to awaken due to Luffy's heart. And then Vegapunk and Bonnie are talking, and Vegapunk's like, see, Bonnie, Nika does exist. It's Monkey D. Luffy. He's the sun god. And then boom, right as that happens, we see the ship that went to that saved those allies going after the Marine ships, and it's none other than Dory and freaking Brogy. And I have to say this part right now. They basically say, we've come to pick up Straw Hat, or should we call him the Sun God? Hell yeah, Luffy. Big dubs for you, brother. So where should we begin at, fellas?
I actually would like, since we're kind of doing a discussion thing.
Yeah, I would like to talk around on this chapter. This chapter is not the best to necessarily go from front to back. I feel like there's 3 major parts to this chapter. I feel like it's Bonnie getting the pacifistas and Vegapunk's react and everything with that. I feel it's the Dory and Brogy shit, and then I feel like it's Bonnie and Vegapunk's conversation with Luffy being the sun god, and like the acknowledgement of all of that with the robot and everything. I feel like those are the 3 high points of this chapter, at least.
Well, first of all, can I just say, I know that we've been skipping the last few chapters. This chapter's art is fucking insane, especially some of the double spreads. Like,
that's true.
Goddamn, if you've been skimming over chapters or whatever, please do yourself a favor. Look at some of these spreads, even if it's just like some of the destruction.
The Bonnie pacifistas destroying everything is nuts. Like, that's some crazy stuff where all the pacifistas are destroying the Marine ships. That art is wild. And like Oda really went, the leakers were like, yeah, it's gonna be graphic. Like, I can't lie, some of that marine destruction, these Terminators, that's pretty graphic. And then the panel where Bonnie is looking up and she sees Luffy doing the sun god position, that's a beautiful panel, man. From her back perspective and everything, it's like everything that my dad told me about the world is true. Like, honestly, like Kuma's looking like such a good dad. Everything that Bonnie's always wanted is coming to pass right now in like the worst time of her life. It's turning out to be the best thing for her.
I love those 2 pages. I love everything from her holding Vegapunk, who's looking real sorry right now.
Yeah, he looked like he about to die.
And then all of like the close-ups of her face look great. Fucking Luffy being Nika is great. But I want to ask, so Vegapunk, last chapter, Lynn, you had some harsh words for him.
I did.
Now he's on the floor and he's done his reveal that he had a gambit in his back pocket.
I will say bravo Vegapunk for the gift of Bonnie, not ever having her to have to face her dad, not ever having her to view her dad as someone who want to harm her. I feel that's bravo. But Versen, he's still gray. Like I'll say like this was a great move by him, but like this don't erase young man Vegapunk. But it's like, I'm glad you're changing. I'm not gonna be as harsh as I was last week. I'm glad you changed. I'm glad in your final moments you did a good act. But one good act does not outweigh the thousands of bad acts.
It's brother. Not that many bad acts over. Jazz, go. Go for
it. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, not talking about Vegapunk's morality. Not on this one. Maybe.
Oh later. Wait. Well, I will. Okay. Oh, well, no, that's kind of what I was asking about. Your take on the situation.
I mean, to be completely fair, I think that in Vegapunk's sense, he does mean to make good things. It's just that the people in control of his inventions are bad people.
Sure, like, I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think he has good intentions, but still don't change the like. It's what we said last week, man. I we don't have to re-go through it, but I am glad that his final act was a good act and a beneficial act to try to right the wrongs of Kuma. You can never right those wrongs, but you made an effort to try to right what you did wrong.
I saw a lot more gray. I thought it was always like a lighter shade of gray just because his biggest problem is he doesn't have power like Luffy to do good shit.
Facts.
He's had to make deals and he's had to like scum it up a little bit. And sometimes whenever he was young, it seems like he actually could read people decent and he knew the way of the world.
Yeah.
Ever since he's just been allowed to hang out on his island and just like be kind of semi-protected by the world government, he's more aware of the evil they do, but he's not aware of his place in that. Like, he tries to make things good, but he doesn't have Luffy's preternatural ability to see into the hearts of people or have it at the very least work out. Because Luffy does sometimes hang out with people who are bad, and they don't actually turn out to be good people, but they just don't fuck him over as hard. Like,
yeah, exactly.
See it from Impel Down or whatever. Buggy was still trying to fuck him over. It's just because they're both two gag characters, it didn't work out. It was like a Tom and Jerry situation, I think for this, and I will say this, I don't believe in redemption, like death equals redemption. I don't. But there's enough here that I thought it was gray. And with this final moment, which he knew he was going to get slaughtered anyway. But I think this genius thing, which by the way, this also means he probably does actually have something in his back pocket for the Seraphim. And if he does, I think that's amazing.
Right. Because the Seraphim don't count as pacifista.
No. But the fact that he was willing to do something with the Kuma pacifista at the very least leads him to think that it's possible that he might have put a chip in that lets the Seraphim be their own people, which could go good or go bad because they're based off of most of the assholes.
Very true.
But anyway, I don't know. For me, I guess that's a long way of saying this is whether he dies or not. This is enough for me to say that I think Vegapunk's ultimately a good person, and I also think that at least some of the Vegapunk satellites are going to live, and I think the majority of them, except for the one, have it in them to be heroes, and I think that gives him enough credit as well. Also, let's keep it a buck. He always felt bad what happened with Kuma. He always tried to subvert it, and also he literally made Stussy, and from the beginning that we found out Stussy was created by him, he always implored her that she was her own person and she's not just a fake ass clone. And you can kind of see it with how
my man on the Vegapunk defense squad right now, baby.
Anyway,
like,
all right.
I like it.
Versen was going hard. I still think that nigga great, but you did a good job of defending him. I give you that.
I say, and this is from somebody who has I have a large critique about the military-industrial complex. I'm not trying to give him a pass just because.
Yeah, I know 100% how you feel about that. So I know it's not giving him a pass, but I'm not letting it slide, Vegapunk. I'm not. I'm sorry, brother, but I respect what you did at the end because now, real shit, Bonnie, instant like, honestly, I saw, and I'm not gonna take credit for this. I saw someone say this on TikTok because we were of the belief that Bonnie should join the crew. And I think a lot of people were, and this person made a point. What if this now allows Bonnie to go sail the world with her father, all of these all of these Kuma pacifistas, and let her be a part of the Alliance, the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, and now you have Bonnie coming with her Terminators. Like, I think that wouldn't be as bad having her be a Grand Fleet member because now she can go follow her own dream of sailing the world with her father.
Maybe she can even take S-Bear. Maybe not the other Seraphim, but maybe
she could S-Bear and let
S-Bear could be like her little brother.
Her little brother,
and she could travel the world with him.
With him and all the other Pumas.
Yeah.
I'm with all the pacifistas. Like have them all, and then have them all do a different role.
I agree with 90% of that, especially, her seeing Nika. It also makes sense where she's like, I feel for you, but I also got to pursue my own freedom. But because she saw Nika and because she knows he's fucking real, let's not forget.
That might make her want to go more. True.
Well, no, not just that, but her power is now fucking off the shit.
Yeah, she can copy.
It's gonna be
she has confirmation, and now every time she sees, him do whatever, I'm not saying she'll be able to map it exactly, but like keep in mind,
she'll be able to do some form of
it to alter her mental state and make her disbelieve in other futures. This blows that fucking door way the fuck open.
She can maybe awaken now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
like legitimately. Like
this being her awakening moment would hit.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
And a sun goddess on the same battlefield. Saturn's fucked.
But another thing, we talked about Bonnie. What was the other thing? Oh, the Nika moment was great. Like, I think that was a great moment. And the robot is now an instant potential to kill Saturn. I do believe if the robot gets there, he's a Saturn killer. Like, I definitely think the robot about to do some damage out here. If he fucking move, he looks like he's in the same spot. Where did the robot even go?
He's creaking and
Luffy powered down again. So like
he didn't make no headway. Like,
I mean, he's old, man. You ever seen an 80-year-old person try to get up?
No. We're not doing
this. Lynn, when's the last time you start up a car that hasn't started in a long time?
He might need some WD-40.
Yeah.
He might need, but like, nah, brother, that he got the most powerful engine, aka Luffy, and Luffy was fighting Kizaru for a long time. He should have at least made his way up the stairs. He looked like he's still sitting in a spot. I can't believe y'all defending the robot now. Y'all
Frankie just needs to hand this man a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's all he needs, bro. Look,
y'all just be defending everybody,
bro. Give him a.
Oh, don't worry, I got slander.
See, you don't slander people. I like that's crazy. That is crazy.
Lynn, you're expecting him to do more than I do because I don't believe this is a fucking Gorosei killer.
I'm just saying he could be. Like, I'm not saying that I think that's going to happen.
The only way I think he could do it is if he either grapples fucking Saturn and jumps into the fucking ocean, or if he shoves Saturn into his fucking body and then jumps in the fucking ocean.
What if he's sea stone? We don't even know what this guy got. Like, what if he got a sea stone sword? Like,
what if he just got a furnace in there? Like, what if he just opened that up and then
he just burned people? Like, we don't know what the robot's capable of. I'm just saying, I don't think anybody present, like, maybe Luffy, but like, I don't know why we're gonna give Luffy. Luffy doesn't kill people, so like, I don't know anybody present that could do it. Maybe Bonnie, now that she has this Luffy power, that shit could be crazy. But I think it's the robot, man.
Well, that also raises a good point, which I saw, and I kept in the back of my mind this whole time, but someone said it and it reminded me, Luffy's not even really looked in Saturn's direction this whole time.
Not really, no.
Like, not even tried to slap him silly.
He was out by the time that started. He wanted to get up, but he was out.
I mean, yeah, but even now, like he so clearly identifies Kizaru and to an extent the Pacifista army, whenever that was a problem, as like the
Well,
main threat.
I can give Saturn some credit. I don't think it's necessarily like him not acknowledging Saturn. I think it's Saturn wasn't moving at these. Like Saturn is very deliberate with his movement. He waited till Luffy went to go do what he was doing to strike Vegapunk. Like he did not do that when Luffy was just like in that area. You know what I'm saying? Like Kizaru went to strike the crew. The pacifistas went to shoot the crew. Like he went to save his people first. So I think it's very deliberate in Saturn's choices, as well as like Luffy got to save his homies first. Sorry, Vegapunk.
You know what? Also, a hypothetical situation. So since this ability is his own power, right? Maybe we're not focusing on Luffy seeing Saturn right now, because what if Luffy sees Saturn and that triggers like the actual Nika within the fruit. So I think they're probably staying away from that just at the moment, just so we don't get as many things revealed, because it's like if the obviously Luffy's in a position to where it's like I feel like his will can overpower the fruit and he can control himself, but it's like who knows what would happen if he sees Saturn. Maybe the Nika would be like, "Oh, you like that's you," and like he would remember him from like 800 or
Sort of like
Nika lived.
or at the very least, like a natural instinct of kind of like, I recognize my natural predator and or
natural in me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, possible, very much so.
Like and a snake and a mongoose.
And then the big thing, Dory and Brogy. Very, like, okay, so before I gave myself my own theory, I was very much so like, this is kind of random, fellas. Like, y'all don't think this is random? Like, even with my theory, I think this is still random. Y'all don't think this is random?
Nah.
I will say I don't think anyone fucking expected it. But like, I don't think that necessarily means it's
so y'all think like, okay, I'm at Elbath and like we heard the drums of liberation, so we came. Y'all really think that's like the explanation of this?
Well, they said that it's just like in the newspaper, so they also read the fucking newspaper.
Oh, okay. So okay,
but also,
and they might have
that it seems like Elbath is not that far.
Oh, I'm not mad about the distance. I'm just like, why?
Dude, these guys they've wanted a fight that wasn't just them two for the last 100 years.
Sure. But you said the newspaper thing, so that's fine for me. Like,
hold on.
If that is why, but like,
but at the same time, what if this is like what the Giants have been waiting for? Like, say hypothetically,
they love Nika.
Like, say hypothetically that I hope I'm getting this right. In Norse mythology, it's the horn of Heimdall that starts Ragnarok, right?
Yes.
So it's like, what if the Nika awakening, like the Nika coming back, is like the horn of Heimdall for like the Giants Ragnarok, and maybe that's why they're like,
you know, it also starts Ragnarok, the death of Balder. You know who has a lot like Balder?
Saturn.
No,
he's talking about Shanks. I know where he's going. Shanks is also based off of Tyr. There's a lot of things in like
it's
in the way Tyr dies is Blackbeard pretty much. Like, so like I know that sort of shit is on the horizon. But I mean, look, man. I just
by the way, I went back to the first page. Yeah, they're the ones who are shouting. They're really going at it. It's just like the newspaper said.
So yeah, so like if the news like cool with that. I also like my other theory, newspaper. I like Jazz's thing as well. I do that. That is a
but you know the thing about it, it subverts expectation, because who the hell thought they were gonna show up?
No one.
Like,
gotta
give
Oda credit for that. No one.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see any Dory Brogy. No one could have ever predicted that. But I'll say this:
these are the last people I thought to show up. Actually,
I'll say this: I would love if while they were in Elbath reading the newspaper, one Shanks was there with them. Oh, I would love this. I would love this. Why is that bad? Why is that bad? Because they go.
Because it can't just be Shanks deciding where powerful people go.
No, but I'm not
disrespecting Dory and Brogy.
I'm not disrespecting them. They work with him. It's like, what if it's we've come to pick up Straw Hat. Shanks, it's time, baby. Shanks, it's time. Like, what if I'm just saying? I wouldn't be mad at that. I would like that. That would be tight. I would.
Yeah,
personally,
I
have to
also
say,
like that Dory and Brogy, legendary ancient fucking giant pirates,
they're okay.
decided to go pick up Shanks's carryout order. I think that's empowering. Shanks didn't feel like getting up off
There's
the fucking
nothing.
couch, so
What?
Dory and
There's
Brogy are
nothing
gonna go
wrong with
Yeah,
that,
that is
in the
man.
crazy.
car
Lynn
to go
is
pick
really
up the office
What if
pizza.
there's nothing wrong with
This
that, bro?
is
What if they were
crazy.
like, what if Shanks was like, we'll go, and Dory Brogy like, no, we want to go. That's our friend. We want to see him again, type shit. And like you said, they've wanted to strike these people forever. We want to get the first blow. Shanks is like, okay, y'all go get him.
Not
Okay,
gonna lie, the idea,
do you think
an
Shanks
empowering
even?
thing.
Do you think Shanks even wants to see Luffy right now? Because I don't.
I
do
don't
not
know.
believe it.
He could.
Yeah.
He could. I don't know. I think it's possible because I
The
do think he's a
only-
powerful pirate. He's a Yonko now.
But Shanks acting in any way that does that other than, and I'll say this,
There might
but
be a
Shanks
reason.
acting- but Shanks acting that kind of way is, in my opinion, and I know you disagree with this, but I think me and Jazz kind of feel the same way. That feels kind of inherently disrespectful to Luffy. Like emperors aren't supposed to be like my homie, my little brother.
I don't necessarily view it like that. I think it could be a situation of they might have something to do. Like maybe this is not necessarily the important thing. Maybe it's a black. See, I go back to something's up with Garp. We don't know how many poneglyphs Blackbeard has. Maybe this is like a, hey brother, we gotta like talk about Blackbeard type situation. He's more important in this right now.
But
Like
I feel like Shanks would rather let that happen organically rather than be like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
like you like I don't feel like
wait, what
Shanks
you
is
mean
like
let that
the
happen
act-
organic? He's done that before. He's gone to different people when Blackbeard had a situation with
saying-
Ace. He went to those people to talk. He went to Whitebeard.
But I'm saying
and he
to go
sent someone before.
No, but I'm saying
Also,
directly to
if
He sent
Luffy.
Rocks.
That's what
If
I'm
anything,
saying.
that just gives stocks to fucking Blackbeard because that means that all
Oh,
things
for
that we think about
sure.
Blackbeard
For-
all day
no,
long,
100%.
That's all
And
he's
see-
there to do.
No,
is
look,
fucking
look.
mind Blackbeard's business.
And when you said Balder and Tyr, like 100, I buy into the Balder Tyr thing. Like I truly think Blackbeard is going to kill Shanks, and I think the fact that Garp is taken by Blackbeard right now is the way for the reason why Luffy has to be called. Like legitimately, like why Shanks is like, hey, not only is the One Piece an issue, that's my issue. I have to deal with that. That's my problem with Blackbeard. But he has your grandpa.
I low-key feel like that's more of a Kobe and Luffy thing though. Because
Also,
like, why would Shanks be like, yo, they got your granddaddy.
Because Shanks did that with Whitebeard with Ace. He literally did that. he did the exact.
I feel that, and I say this with actually respects for the character. I feel like that kind of makes Shanks kind of a plot device, though.
I mean,
like just being like.
Not to disrespect him, but he's been plot devicey before. Like he has. He whenever Shanks comes in,
we need to sell cars. Yeah.
He's there to move the plot. Every time we see Shanks,
he's there to move the
plot.
product. Yes,
the plot moves forward.
The backwards.
I'm like, I mean, hey, if you want to take a shot, he's always been important to move plot forward. Like he just has.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want him to do something cool, and I want him to do some own shit. I want him to do some like cross guild type shit, honestly, where he goes and he does a thing rather than bumping into people. Like, and I don't know, like him sending a little messenger or him like saying Dory Brogy, I don't love for his character. I feel because also like if Shanks wants to fucking roll out, he can just roll out. You know,
he
like,
could, and see, we don't, but we don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like the time frame is on this. Like when
we don't even know if it was like he wanted to go himself. Because remember, they were all on the same ship. What if like he wanted to go and Dory Brogy was like, no, we want to go. And to your point of him not sending them empowered, saying they're gonna go instead. Like it might have been their choice. We don't know what, but like I think he could be involved in this, in them going to Elbath.
Well, let me ask you: do you think Shanks is at Elbath?
I think he could be. I definitely think he could be.
Of course he could be, but what do you think?
I think it's a high percentage. That's where he could be at. I definitely think I'm gonna say high percentage.
I hope he left, to be honest. That way he's out of this.
Because I don't want Kid there. Like I know people are like, oh yeah, we could have Kid there, and like he's trained. Like I would much prefer if Shanks was there, we do Davy back type shit. Or
yes, I was gonna say the only reason I want Shanks to be there is if we do Davy back shit.
Like,
if we don't do that, then I don't want him there.
That would be great. Like Shanks being there doing Davy back shit, and then like him and Luffy post Davy back have a conversation about Blackbeard. Like that could be great in my opinion.
I do think Elbath would make a perfect thing for that. And you know, not to be whatever, I think Kid will have a part to play in Elbath. I mean, You know,
Yeah, probably so.
Like, I think he'll probably link up with Loki and be like either a subordinate or he'll try and do some dumb shit. But I don't know. Like, I think it is about time to meet Shanks and Elbath. I think him doing anything in Egghead though feels a little. Basically, if next chapter we see like Shanks had anything to do with this happening at all,
I don't want him to
then
be
we are no
here.
longer in Egghead. I think we are in
Elbath.
And we just need to physically move to Elbath.
Yeah, like
that's fair. And like literally, they might be here to get us to that. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Like I think if this is getting us to Elbath with Shanks, I'm actually glad it's not Shanks, because to your point, it's disrespectful to Luffy in the sense of he went to save him himself. Like, no. Like, I want a Davy back, I want to be, but like, Dory and Brogy come. And I just think it's a good way to get us to Elbath.
I think they're perfect characters to do this kind of thing.
Sure, I'm with you on that.
Kind of like our One Piece D&D. When you introduce a giant into the situation, let alone Dory and Brogy, it changes things. I wasn't really too pressed about, like, I kind of knew the shots were going to get away probably decently clean, maybe some L's or whatever. Dory and Brogy showing up, and then also the pacifist turning in the same chapter. This is
easy. We're out of here.
This is done. Yeah,
yeah.
Dude, this is the giant fucking piece of armor is moving or whatever. This is easy money.
And if there's anybody else, and I'm not talking about red hair pirates, I'm talking about like any other giant pirates with Dory and Brogy, it's over, bro. Like, we don't even know who's with them.
Hey, look, that ocean sovereignty might rip through the island, and it might give them.
Yeah, it's about to be like, two Buster Calls on top of each other, basically.
That's true.
This is wild. Got to give Oda credit for subverting also, our expectations for sure.
Like, dude, Buster Calls. Realistically, Buster Calls ain't shit.
Oh, for sure. I see what he's saying. Where we're at now with Luffy's attacks, Kaido's attacks, these giants attacks, like Big Mom's attacks, Galaxy Impact. Those attacks are basically Buster Calls themselves.
Like, I'd only be worried about a Buster Call if it was like people.
If I wasn't like Luffy, if I wasn't Kaido, if I wasn't like Garp,
In this chapter, he even turns. It looks like he's turning the island as a whole into rubber. Like in that one panel where he's like, "Let's have some fun." You see the buildings.
He's doing the rubber world thing.
So it's like maybe even the cannonballs can bounce off the island too. So it's like
another thing, real quick, just about the Elbath thing. I think it would be great if Shanks is there as well, because I've been saying, how do we get the damn Grand Fleet back there? What if the Davy back fights is for Bartolomeo? Like just some random shit.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah,
that would actually be
really I literally just thought about that. Like, what if the Davy back fight? Like, hey, your Grand Fleet
have they had enough time
to get him and come back? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know what
the Grand Line is so fucking nebulous, dude.
Yeah, we don't know how far that is. Like, but if it's possible, like he tried to impede our territory, said it was Straw Hat. You got to answer for this, Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we do a Davy back fight type shit.
That would be fun. That's actually something I was going to ask about. Well, first I just want to say, because I do have to impart a little bit of slander, it makes sense that Dory and Brogy came and not Dragon, because they spent more time with Luffy in that one afternoon than Dragon has spent with him since he could fucking record memories.
This guy, man.
That's actually not even slander. That's actually like just
that's facts.
Yes, they hung out with him and they were homies for like a whole day instead of like.
It's just like we've slandered Dragon enough today. I gave a whole monologue on it.
Brogy and Dory would be way better.
Actually, no, I know what Dragon's role in this whole story is. Right, Luffy's gonna do everything he possibly can. He's gonna get Vegapunk off the island. He's gonna go to Elbath with the Giants. Everything's gonna be great. At the last second, they're going to need some wind to pick up in their sails. Dragon's gonna show up and be like, "Go where the wind takes you," and that's gonna be his whole contribution for this whole entire arc.
Stop it, brother! Stop it!
Literally at the end of the Simpsons bit with Leonard Nimoy, where it's like, "I guess my work here is done."
Pretty much.
And the crazy thing is, I'm not even the biggest Dragon fan, but it's like, I gotta defend the guy. This is like when y'all be going on Zoro. Like, I never
have to defend a deadbeat. Oh, don't worry, Zoro's probably about to die whenever the fucking.
Oh, and I don't do that. Stop it. He's not about to. Rob Lucci about to beat he about to beat Rob Lucci's ass, brother. Now, Ben Beckman.
I don't know. Do you think Zoro can fucking protect another sovereignty after dealing with Lucci?
Look, I'm gonna say this: him having to deal with Ben Beckman in the Davy back is gonna be interesting if that happens.
Interesting.
Would you want Lucky Roo to go against Jinbei? Or Sanji to go against Lucky Roo?
No, I think it's got to be Sanji and Lucky Roo just because chef, guy who eats.
Oh, and they said Lucky Roo's one of the fastest characters in the verse. Yeah, that too. They did say that. That's fever card shit.
Nah, but if we're going off,
wait, I thought that was like promotional material for fucking film.
No, it was not no film. That's Viva.
No, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I legit thought it was like stuff that came out at least at the same time as Film Red. But
no, that was like early shit when we found out that Ben Beckman was like one of the smartest men in the East. That was like SBS shit early.
Yeah, and look, Ben Beckman, smartest men in the East, and not a goddamn thing came of it.
Well, look, man, don't be mean to my guy.
I mean, his only competition was like a low rank captain and Nami.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
y'all really hating right now.
I'm just being realistic, to be honest.
Why that man can't be the smartest in the East? Why y'all gotta take shots at who is in the East?
The East are backwater slums.
Damn.
Right? It's the happy fun time show.
Damn.
Saying you the best in the East Blue is like saying,
that's
yes,
crazy.
I am the best. I am the best at this very niche thing in Montana. And it's like, who else does that in Montana?
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Look at
guess
you.
What, dude?
See, when they come at Sanji, I'm not gonna say nothing. When they come at Sanji, I'm not gonna stop it. I'm gonna just be suffering in silence because y'all deserve it. Because y'all just be doing too much. Y'all be doing too much.
Dude, Lynn, hey, I could probably dunk if I was in fucking Wyoming. Come on now. Let's be real.
And to be fair, this is like actually the first time I've ever uttered any Ben Beckman slander. You just set us up.
I'm not even trying to slander. I'm just saying, like, we have no feats for him yet. I think he's a fine character, but he's not done anything yet.
Look, Ben Beckman.
He's not even a gadget guy. He doesn't even fucking.
That guy, Ben Beckman's the guy. He has one of the only people to use guns, and I know he's using hockey.
Oh my god!
Fucking Yasop's right there. Why are we talking about it?
If we're going to be honest,
he's never fired a shot in the manga yet.
He's only going to be honest. Like, dude, Lucky Roo has better gun feats than Ben Beckman.
Yes, correct.
Ben Beckman pointed his gun at Keys Roo, stopped him in his tracks. That to me,
but guess what?
I don't care what he did after. I don't care what he did after. He stopped that man in his tracks and saved Luffy life. I don't care what he did after.
Hold on,
I don't give a damn.
So let me ask you: if somebody points a gun at you and says "Don't move," and you still move after, are they?
Once the situation was settled, he moved after Eric. Once things was settled, like my man
will never trust you to do security for me or anyone I love because man, I stopped him. As in, he stopped for a second and then he walked past. My man
jumped. And went back by Shanks to do the walk up. Then Kizaru did his stuff. It wasn't like he was still just standing.
No, what are you talking about? I don't remember that at all.
I'm gonna look that up.
Go find that page.
But I'm just saying,
go down that way in the anime.
My man Luffy escaped because Ben Beckman said, "Whoa," and Kizaru stopped, said, "Oh, Ben Beckman," and come on,
we got in there. It's a sick ass line.
Yeah, it is, but
and he had his hands like, why we disrespecting the gods?
Wait, are you talking about the guy who's a jester who makes fun of everyone all the time?
Oh my gosh, why we gotta disrespect the gods? Let my men just be great. Let them be great. Only one we could disrespect is that deadbeat ass Yasop. That nigga's a deadbeat. Now y'all quiet. Now y'all quiet. Now y'all quiet.
I mean, that's
literally not quiet. I'm yelling over you.
Now I don't want to talk about Yasop.
Nah, I mean, look, Yasop.
He did Usopp dirty.
Yasop's
no, I mean, fuck Yasop, but
big fuck Yasop.
I mean, I don't know if we're talking about.
You know what? We're going off of people's combat abilities, not their fatherly abilities. So don't switch this on us.
Oh, that's about everything. Y'all got anything else?
Wait, hold on. I literally found the panels, and you can put them in or whatever. But literally in the manga, it's hold it right there, Kizaru. Whoa there, Ben Beckman. Next panel, Ben Beckman looking up at the sky. Crap, looks like he still wants to go, and then fucking literally.
What happens?
Yakasani no Magatama whenever fucking Kizaru does his light show shit.
Okay.
He literally issues an attack, and guess what? Ben Beckman doesn't even shoot him for it.
Well, I mean, look, he didn't hit nobody. Nothing happened.
What do you mean hit nobody? He's firing down.
But that's not the
Who
principle, though.
Who he hit?
Like,
Did he hit Luffy? Did he hit Luffy? He stopped him from hitting Luffy. That man escaped. Let that shit go.
He escaped because of Law.
Because
Law
of
pulled up like Law pulled up with this little fucking homeless man fucking shopping cart and said, "Toss my body in the toss that body in."
Look, brother, I'm a Law stan. Law? No, sir.
Yes, Law
no,
and
sir.
Buggy.
No.
Buggy carried him and threw his ass onto the fucking shopping cart.
Don't you dare talk about that clown who can't do jack shit. Want to talk about a trash character? It's that damn
he's grabbing
clown. It's that damn clown.
The Yonko Buggy.
No,
yes.
it's one of the is only a Yonko because of Sir Crocodile and one Dracula Mihawk.
The two bitches he has on a leash.
Oh no, him on a leash. We saw his head. He can't even walk if they say don't walk. He is the ultimate bitch.
But at the
guess
end
what?
But you know what?
History will remember it differently. History will remember it differently. History will vindicate Buggy's school of thought.
Well, look, I remember. We're not about to pull. What's that shit they doing in America right now? What's that shit called? Revisionism. Yeah, we're not about to do no historical revisionism, buddy.
Don't worry, I know I wash it. I'm clown washing. I'm washing it full of fucking clown makeup, boys.
No, sir, I'm standing up for Crocodile and Mihawk. We're gonna have the right history there. Hell no. But if Buggy becomes Pirate King, that will be one of the worst things.
No, it's gonna happen.
Dude, you're sounding like an anti-Gear 5 guy right now.
I'm not anti-Gear 5. I'm not. But I was one of the people that would have been cool with, a fire form. And when I say fire, I just mean,
Gear Death.
Fire looking. I didn't want no damn Gear Death. Stop it. Stop it. I wanted
Gear 4 Tiger Man.
I not even really. Tiger Man would have been cool, but I was more Gear 4 Sun Wukong or him tapping into
that's basically what we got.
I know. We basically need a man. I'm cool. Like I said, I'm not upset. I just wish it would have looked, a little different. That's all.
I don't know. I mean,
why is the Warrior of Liberation white?
And all his other forms are black.
Black History Month.
I would have loved my brother to be compact and have his black hockey all over his body, looking good. I'd have loved that. But we got him looking skinny mini, and he worked out all in Udon, and he looking skinny mini.
Damn, maybe the Gorosei were on the right side of history because they got the Black Clouds.
Damn,
I'm rocking with the brothers.
Damn, does that mean I gotta pull for Rob Lucci? Damn, is that why Zoro fighting him? Because he black? Damn.
Yes. Well, actually, black Mexican, most likely.
Damn.
That man is Aztec.
Wait, he a double minority? Yeah, Zoro about to pack him up bad.
I don't know about you guys. I always thought of Rob Lucci as kind of being like indigenous Mexican, basically.
Oh, okay.
Like Mexico, yeah. I mean,
Aztecan?
I always pictured like Aztec Jaguar warrior type shit.
Oh, okay. I'm not mad at that. I can see that for sure. I definitely didn't think of him as black though, like 100%. Like just keep that is more in line with what I was thinking.
Damn, y'all think Rob Lucci can say nigga?
No, fuck no.
I think he gets Hatori to do it for him.
Fuck no, bro. The white
pigeon.
bird.
Yes. Dude, somebody brought it up.
I think Rob Lucci one of them racist Latino people too. Like on the low jazz.
Oh, he definitely be Border Patrol.
He is definitely part of the Black versus Brown wars, and he is anti-black.
I say, dude, he would be an ICE. He'd be like, listen, I just want them to do it legally, okay?
Oh my god!
Yo, we doing too much. We doing too much tonight.
Stabbing gallons of water. Dude, he'd be the one who would find a gallon of water someone left and dump that shit out.
You're so right though. He's like,
you know what?
You got to do it the legal way.
Actually, screw all that stuff. Screw all that stuff about Vegapunk being morally great. He locked up Ice under his island. That man, you know what? Vegapunk.
He locked up kids too. Like, let's call a spade a spade.
Wait, what kids?
Wait, he locked up.
So
kids
we don't think the Seraphim kids?
But they're clones. That don't count. That don't count. Wait.
No, they don't count.
Also,
not,
they didn't fucking do that. The
beings.
Straw Hats did it with
They're
the bubble
not
gun.
beings. That was Vegapunk
mean,
telling them where to put them. That's his jail.
I mean, also, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. If like
it helped a lot, I can't lie. They had to go down.
Yeah.
If the kid had the boxing power of Mike Tyson, I also would probably be like, no, you can't just let him walk around and do whatever the fuck he wants.
I was just fucking with y'all because I'm the Michael Jordan meme. Fuck them kids. I'm always team fuck them kids, nigga. But on that note, let's finish up, fellas, because we're off the rails tonight. It started off the rails with my speech. I'm comparing fucking Dragon to Joe Biden, and then we got Versen comparing Rob Lucci to Ice Person.
It's been like 50-50 slander, 50-50 like.
I do have one final point I'd like to actually bring up though.
Oh, go ahead.
We can make it quick because I felt like we jumped over it a little quick. So one of the other things we all thought might have been, if not, Dragon, maybe clutching an Eva and a Sabo, was the Grand Fleet. We slander Dragon. Lynn.
Slander the Grand Fleet? Oh no, look, brother. Like, I don't even, you get to lead it because I don't even really want to slander them because I thought that was dumb. I told Jazz, I was like, how the hell are they coming here? You know what I'm saying? Like, the newspaper thing, I guess now gives a lot of credence, but my whole process was, if they weren't at Wano, why are they at freaking Egghead? But I also remember you saying, well, they could have went to Wano, find out, he went to Egghead type situation. But like, I think the Grand Fleet is sus because they said they was gonna come when my man Beaver Card thing went down, and they didn't show up not one time. He died at Wano. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah,
he died.
His heart fucking popped.
Like where the fuck were y'all?
He died and then his heart restarted, and like
the Beaver Card don't come back. Like that shit burnt up.
Well, we don't know.
Hell no, Jazz.
We don't know if his heart. Well, if his heart restarted, the Beaver Card may have came back.
I don't think.
Person, you think that shit came back?
I think you
maybe it just stopped, or maybe it just stopped burning.
No,
well, it had to burn up. Like we know when Ace died, it burned up.
Yeah, I think it either is like a minuscule amount left, but I definitely don't think it fucking grows back.
Hell no, I think they got to make a new one.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Which they should at the very least be trying to find Luffy to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Or at least
like
send one person to go get more.
Super fraudulent. Like what y'all out here at Reverie claiming, fucking Psy and Lil Boy claiming, oh, we're Straw Hat Grand Fleet, throwing our name around in buildings. We don't need to have our name thrown around, but my nigga dying and y'all not coming save nobody.
Dude,
shame on you, Lil Man and Psy. Shame on you.
Them doing that activity is probably gonna get
cost us, that's gonna cost us some shit, man. They gonna snitching.
Just like Bartimeo's lucky that like, Jason and Luffy are actually friends.
But that's why I think Davy back. You feel me? Because like Bartimeo, you can't do that shit. Like you can't just be out here saying Straw Hat Grand Fleet, nigga, throwing up gang signs. Yeah. And going strike one of the biggest gang members. You can't be doing that.
Dude, I would love for us, like as a small thing of fraud court, but not really. Well, I guess we could pull up the entire fleet on RICO charges for fraud court. I would love to like.
They've been doing a lot of bad, but honestly, they've been doing a lot of fucked up shit. Claiming Straw Hat.
I would love to see like fake text between like various Grand Fleet members, and then do it kind of like the Young Thug, like just edition. Like, what did you mean when you said Nika?
That's more of a skit. We gotta turn that into a skit.
We have to make up an acronym for Grand Fleet.
Yeah, Luffy said here, I sure love my GF. This is an asexual man. What does that mean?
Straw Hat Grand Fleet, SGF, and this could be their symbol. The SGF. We throw up the two S's.
But as for the Grand Fleet, all I want to say is, again, it's kind of almost a Shanks and Dragon problem, where it's such a big plot plot device that hangs over us. We're always waiting for the fact that
the instant, like the fact that Oda at the end of Dressrosa said, we will see them do something spectacular. Like Oda put the pressure on himself with that shit.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of like, again, the longer it takes and the more big incidents we have, I'm just like, so is this just yet another bullet that's being saved with on war? Which is like fine, I guess, but you're never gonna make me feel like they're
Wano, like the what?
extended Nakama if they're not doing some shit before the big battle.
And my thing is, it's like if you're saving him for the big battle and Luffy's losing, like he's been losing before. It's like
also it's like
what triggers this?
Who are they even going to have to fight besides vice admirals at this point?
I mean, that's pretty much
it. Like there needs to be another force. Like
maybe God Knights. Maybe like that's what it. Maybe that's what the God Knights' purpose is for revs who are fighting Marines and like.
And by the way, saying that, I don't think everyone needs a significant fight at all. But if they're built to a big thing, and then their whole thing,
what if it's really Dressrosa?
It's just we're suppressing like the entirety of the Marine fleet from doing something. That's cool and all, but that's not going to actually have a tangible effect on the story.
But that's what if it's like Dressrosa and it's like they're fighting, Doflamingo's major guys. They're fighting the God Knights.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but
you said God Knights are Vice Admiral. That's Straw Hat Grand Fleet material right there.
Yeah, but then also, we have so many other friends who we aren't Nakama but need the spotlight more. Like I know Yamato is going to be coming in. Momo will probably be there, decently strong.
Oh, they're definitely taking Marines. You know that. Like, come on, brother. We know that they're Marine people.
Shanks and also the remainder of his crew are probably going to come in. I don't think he'll
be dead. I don't think he'll be.
I mean, he might be dead, but at the very least, like his crew is probably going to step the fuck up, right?
Probably gonna join Marco and them fight Blackbeard if he's still alive. You know what I'm saying? Like fight the Blackbeard side.
That actually reminds me. We have that whole side story thing of Marco needs to go maybe fight the Cross Guild. Or no, he has to go fight the Marines, doesn't he? Who currently has Weevil?
Whoever, I think it's
Green Bull.
Yeah, Green Bull.
Yeah,
he
Green Bull
fight Twerk Bull. Yeah. Yeah. So.
All right, never mind.
Oh man, what a wild episode! Real discussion episode this week, fellas.
Also,
but
discussing.
Oh, who knows? Somewhere on this island, on Egghead, somewhere.
I feel like they're like, you know what, man? I'm gonna be honest.
Who cares?
Maybe Saturn and Kizaru was right. Like maybe there are way too many Czech players on the chessboard. Because I'm like, there's a lot of people to take account for.
Stussy, you just die in the Buster Call. Kaku, you're dying in the Buster Call.
Kaku's still in that bubble.
Yeah.
All them niggas
gonna get fucking iced by a fucking Buster Call.
All them niggas in jail. Y'all just dying by the Buster Call. Sorry. Bye-bye.
All I can tell is that all of CP9 besides maybe Lucci should have stayed off the fucking payroll. They should have never come back.
Yeah, I would have dipped. Like what?
They said they were gonna dip, and then
Lucci
they're back in.
Lucci could have been like a great, I'm not gonna say pirate, but bounty hunter. Like he could have been a great bounty, and that would have been a great way to introduce bounty hunting into the story by having Rob Lucci come back as a bounty hunter trying to get the Straw Hats.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have fucked with that, but
that would actually give him more credence to be like revenge,
vicious.
Than being, like, going back to the government.
Going back to the government.
But he is a dog, so like it is what it is.
But that's why bounty hunter, like that's like his doggish ways, like.
I feel like people really want Rob Lucci to be our Boba Fett, and he's
not. He's just not. Yeah, no, fuck no. He could have been, but no, Oda didn't go that route. But all right, Jazz, tell people they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on Instagram, Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on Twitter, Real Jazzy Boy, and you can follow me on TikTok, Cornell D God.
Versen, tell the people they can follow you on social media.
What up, y'all? You can follow me at Versen the Vassal pretty much anywhere. Instagram, Twitter, etc. Still need to set up Blue Sky. I think I got a code and that's already gone. But anyway,
people not even fucking with Blue Sky no more. You know that, bro.
I know, but
that's how my shit fell off, man. I was telling Jazz to get on it. That shit fucking flopped. What's it called? I'm still getting notifications for that shit. And I'm like, I need to delete this off my phone. What the shit is this? What is this shit called? I can't even find the app right now. I'm looking for it. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Damn, I'm old.
Other than that, yeah, not doing too much. Hanging out. I got some things in the works. I'll let you guys know whenever those become stuff. So,
Hell yeah. Oh, Spill. It's called Spill. You remember Spill, Jazz?
I've heard of it.
The app? Yeah, Spill.
Bro, nobody be on that shit.
Nobody be on that shit. That's just like Threads. Threads is dead too.
Yeah, also Mastodon.
Oh my god. I remember when I was trying to be on Mastodon, but that's because James Gunn was pushing Mastodon heavy. But Mastodon is dead as well. All that shit is dead.
Even TikTok took an L recently because
because of the music.
The UMG stuff.
Which is a shame.
But people still use TikTok.
I say, don't get me wrong, it's
And-
great, and like the skits are what I'm there for.
And honestly, if you're an artist, this is the time for you to really, if you make a hit right now on TikTok with no UMG, you could be the trending song. Like, that's what I would be trying to do right now if I was an artist. Get me a TikTok song to replace like the music. So, but I digress. Y'all make sure y'all follow Versen, y'all follow Jazz. Y'all can follow me at LinBWT, follow BrosWhoThink at BrosWhoThink. Make sure you check out all of our content. Oh, and if you're a wrestling fan, it's going to be an intense week this week. I've already posted my instant reaction on YouTube Shorts and TikTok. We have the episode from last week. After Monday Night Raw, I'm going to do an instant reaction pod because I'm not watching WrestleMania this year. I'm boycotting. So after Monday Night Raw, I'm going to do an instant reaction pod. Tuesday, we're going to have Brian H. Waters on the show. And maybe Thursday, me and Pete do something. If not, we'll do something later. But it's going to be an intense week for wrestling due to what's going on with The Rock. It's asinine. Also, special Super Bowl episode of a joint Manga Melee anime talk thing with What Do You Say Anime. We're drafting our anime football teams. Make sure you look out for that. It's gonna be a dope little episode. And until next time, y'all have a good one. For Jazz, for Versen, my name is Lyndon. Peace.